Hello everyone, this is my fourth try trying to show this video. My camera keeps not liking me today, but today we'll be talking about Jordan Struble and Matthias Norlinder. Who is better, and not just who's better, let's compare both of them. So before we get into it, make sure we try to hit 250 subs, and like, comment, share, do all that stuff, and that'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. So let's get into what are we looking here at. So, this is kind of like a new video. I want to kind of do more of these videos of comparing prospects. Now, this is how it looks. It'll be 5 sections for each player. The facts, kind of like age, born, position, 2 years before the draft and after the draft of the stats. When will they become a pro? And the style of play. That's 5 things, okay? That's what I want to look at for each player, for Struble and Norlinder, and more videos coming out like this. So hope you'll enjoy. If you do, make sure you subscribe, right? So let's get into it. Struble is 18 years old. We're going to start with Struble, okay? So he's 18 years old. He's born in USA. He's a defenseman. That's his position. And his height is 6 feet. His weight is 205 pounds, okay? And he was very good. Looking at the 18-19 stats with the St. Sebastian School, in 28 games, he had 10 goals, 30 assists for 40 points. That was like a high school hockey. So it wasn't amazing. I mean, not those stats are amazing, but the how far up he was for his league was not so much. Now, then, after the 18-19 season with the St. Sebastian School, he was drafted in 2019, last draft. In the second round, he was picked 46 overall by the Montreal Canadiens. Now, he was surprised. He was quite surprised the Montreal Canadiens picked him because he said in an interview, I remember for last year, he said so many other teams were interviewing me about things about me and all that stuff. He said it was, and then Montreal never interviewed me, but they drafted me. So he said I was very surprised about this. Definitely, he was surprised. So after getting drafted in the 2019 to 2020 season, he goes to college and he goes to the Northeastern University and he plays some hockey. Let's talk about that. I want to make sure my camera will keep working, that's why. In 21 games, he had 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. And you're probably like, okay, that's not incredible, but okay. Yeah, but he's great. He's not a guy who's going to put incredible points up. He is more of a guy in his own end. We'll talk about that in style of play in our last section. So, he's a really good player. And I think some players are high on him. Some fans are high on him, and some don't really know who he is, or yeah, whatever. But I'm really high on Jordan Struble, one of my favorite prospects with the Montreal Canadiens ever since they drafted him in the combine. He was first for every single thing. He was tied for I think it was the left grip for the combine. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure the Habs looked at it and said, if this guy's available, we didn't interview him, but we need to go after him. Now, when will he become pro? I'm talking about the AHL or the NHL, okay? I say 2 to 3 years. He can play in the Laval Rocket if he stays with the Habs, if they don't trade him or anything. But I don't see that because he has a bright future. 2 to 3 years if he wants to make the Laval Rocket. I think he might start with Laval and then finally get himself to the Habs full time. We're talking about full time here, okay? Both sections. And then 2 to 4 years for the Habs, okay? So he has more production. He has to take a little bit more time. He's 18. He was drafted when he was 17. He's going from high school to college now, who've done a very good job already in 2019 and 2020. We need to see a couple more great years from him before we see him become pro, because we don't want to put him out there and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, become a bust. So definitely, let's look at his style of play. The style of play for Jordan Struble, he's a strong physical defenseman. We know that. He's very good. Puck moving defenseman. Very good at moving the puck. just like Norlinder we're gonna be talking about. They say moves the puck up the ice himself. He kind of like that Jonathan Drouin of the defense guy, because Drouin's kind of like that guy who brings the puck up to from the defense to offense, but we have Struble instead as a defenseman who likes to take it, put it on his shoulders, and say, "Let me handle it. I got it," and you better trust him. Alright, he has great foot speed and edges, which is really good, and he has great stick handling, so he can get around players, get it to people, great, puck moving defenseman, kind of like Norlinder, as we're going to get into. So Struble's a really, really solid defenseman. I have not been able to talk about Struble, which was kind of annoying, and I had to make a reason why I wanted to, and here it is. I'm glad. Okay, now let's talk about Matthias Norlinder. Now, Norlinder, he's 20. And he was born in Sweden. He's a defenseman. His height is 6 feet, and his weight is 179 pounds. Okay? So, before the draft, in 2018-19, his stats were in the Modo Swedish Hockey League. In 30 games, he had 5 goals, 6 assists for 21 points and a plus 14. Now you're probably wondering just right there and saying, wow, that is very, very good. I am very impressed of Norlinder. And yeah. But before he was drafted, he was 19. Not 18, not 17. We're talking about 19. Now that's older for the draft. Okay? So, let's talk about when he was drafted. In 2019, he was drafted 3rd overall, 64th overall in the 2019 draft. Now, some critics said, he's too old. He's 19. What are you doing? Struble was a great pick. Other ones, Caulfield, great pick. But why did you pick Norlinder in the 3rd round? What kind of ideas were you thinking? Right? Like, okay, this guy's older. How do you know this guy's could become something? Well, 2019 to 2020 showed yeah, get out of here, critics. You don't actually love me. Let me show you in 2019 and 2020 with the Modo Swedish Hockey League. Modo Swedish Hockey League is like the AHL in US. Okay? Just to put it out there. In 34 games, he had 7 goals, 11 assists for 18 points, and a plus 2. He was very, very good. Now, this is like the AHL. So he might just, if he ever comes to the AHL, for the Laval Rocket, I think he'll be very used to it. The NHL, I think he'll be just amazing too. But if you look here, okay, 18 points in 34 games, that's fantastic, okay? And if you look here, that's like the AHL, the Modo Swedish Hockey League. Definitely. So let's look at, when will he become a pro? Now, I know he has 1 more year on his contract, I think, with the Modo Swedish Hockey League. So I think 1 year with the Habs. With the Laval Rocket. Okay, if he makes it, he can have 1 year Laval Rocket. That's not a problem. That's no problem at all. Don't think it is. 1 or 2 years to try to make the Habs roster. Yes, he's going to try to make the Habs roster. If he doesn't, he'll probably have a year in Laval. He'll play some games with the Habs. Not just no games. He'll play some games with the Habs. But I think 1 or 2 years, I think he'll make it. About 21 to 22 years old, I think he can do it. And if he's older, I don't care. He's a fantastic defenseman. Let's get into his style of play. Now, Norlinder's style of play is a playmaker. He makes different detailed passes that people don't look at or think about, or overlook, literally. But what he does with little passes and then the playmaking abilities pays off at the end. What he does, it definitely does. They say Norris winner in the NHL. Someone's saying that. Top 6 potentially. Can he be as good as Lindstrom? Someone's saying, don't say that, because I remember when they said Danny DeKaiser could be like Lindstrom, and what is Danny DeKaiser to this day? You can speak for yourself. We know what that is. Okay. So, definitely, Norlinder is a great defenseman. And I think also, when he had a concussion later in the season, and then he came back and helped his team with Motor Swedish Hockey League to get 3 points. He's absolutely fantastic. Tell me which one you like the most. Let me tell you right now. Right now, these two guys are absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite defensemen in the NHL, or in the Habs prospect pool. There's so many players I love in the Habs prospect pool, my favorite team too. But I think I have to give the edge right now, currently, to Matthias Norlinder. Why? I'm really high on both of them, but Norlinder we know more about him over Struble. Even Struble is still a fantastic defenseman. We even know more about him before the draft. But if he has a really good season again, we can definitely see some amazing stuff. And do a video like this the next year after, which would be very interesting comparing both videos. And both were picked in 2019 draft. Just Norlinder was older, and I had to go with Norlinder because, I don't know, he's just a great playmaking ability. I can see them on the line together. Struble and Norlinder. Norlinder is our playmaking defenseman, and Struble will be our at-home stay defenseman, helping the own end, be that guy, while Norlinder's moving the puck, and Struble can do the same thing. He's just more physical, so I have to say I do like both of them, but just the slight edge, if you really want me to give you a really one I like the most, I guess I have to give it to Norlinder. Norlinder's amazing, but both, if you have them both together, it's almost like going to be like Torrey Krug and Brendan Colin. I'm not trying to pick a Bruins team or rival to Montreal. Yes, I know, but I'm just giving you an example. Krug is the playmaker, and Carlo, yeah, he's good, but he's more of the defensive-minded. So when Krug messes up 5-on-5, which he does at times, Carlo's back there saying, "Don't worry about it, Torrey. I got it." So just to tell you about that, definitely, I can see both of them be absolutely fantastic on the line. They might not be together, but if they are, man, that would be amazing. In the future, just look at that. Whew. We're talking about some incredible defense on the Montreal Canadiens, helping out Primu and Vettel and Price. Definitely. So, thanks for watching. Like the video, hit the bell, comment, share, and Primu's gotta have some insurance thinking. I got some really, really good defensemen to help me out in the back end. So, if I have problems struggling in goal, I got Struble and Norlinder, Romanov, guys like that. I think I'll be fine. Alright? Thanks for watching. Like I said, like the video, do the bell, comment, share. Let me know which one you like most. Do you like Struble over Norlinder, or do you like Norlinder over Struble? Or do you really not have any opinion because both of them are fantastic? Or do you not even know who they both are? If you don't, no problem. I hope this helped you find out who they are. I'm really high on both of them. So, just to say, and thanks for watching. Like I said, like the video, do the bell, comment, share. Let's try to hit 250 subs. My plan, that'll be much appreciated if you're not already a subscriber. I'll see you next video. Bye.